On this episode, we are going to talk about what time of day to work out and how many calories you burn in a mile.
Nice.
Welcome to episode 15 of EFS TV. I'm Nathaniel Decker.
And Megan Osisco.
And today we're going to talk real quick about fitness in the park. So our Crocker Park boot camps are a ton of fun. We just wrapped one up this past Saturday on the 18th. But we also have July 2nd, 16th, and 30th, and August 13th and 27th. Now on the weekends, if you notice, that's every other Saturday. On the Saturdays we're not there. Title boxing will be there doing some shadow boxing classes. Those have been going really well too. We've had around roughly 30 participants per class. We're trying to build that up a little bit. So come check them out, invite your friends, and come have some fun with us.
Yeah, and they are free. So, put it on your calendar for Saturday morning on those dates, and we hope to see you there.
Perfect. So that covers that. Let's get right into it.
Okay. So we have a couple of questions here today to cover. Some really good ones, I think, especially, people getting outside. So they're wondering what they can do. So I'm not a morning person, but if I put off working out until the end of the day, I won't do it. How can I get my workout in?
That's a pretty good one. I'll let you cover that one. Because I'm just as guilty as anybody else with that. So.
Yeah. Well, the good thing about summer, is brighter earlier. So if you are attempting to try and work out in the morning, it's a good time because the sun's out early.
Very
so, make a decision, set your alarm, set a couple of alarms, put it on your calendar, and that's your time for yourself. If you're not really trying to work out in the morning still, just try to be consistent with the time that you're working out. So if it's like, okay, I'm going to the gym right after work, have your bag ready in your car with your clothes. Don't even attempt to go home first, just go straight to the gym and get it done.
Right. Yeah, I think that's the key, is picking a time that works for you and just trying to stick to that time each day. Because I'm just as guilty, like I said, as the next person of saying, all right, I'm going to go work out tomorrow morning. Something comes up and I'm like, all right, I'll make it in the evening. And everybody knows that that's the toughest way to have a workout scheduled is, I think I'll do it later. It never works out that way. So set aside some time, a time that you can be consistent with, and stick to that. So.
And also another good idea is find somebody who will hold you accountable. So a personal trainer, for example.
It's a good one.
Or, a close friend or something. So a good support system is going to help you through that as well.
Very true.
All right. Question number 2. What are the best exercises to sculpt and tone arms, and how many pounds should I be using?
That's a good question. So obviously weight is going to be dependent on the person. It's hard to really say you should start with any certain weight. That's going to be on a case-by-case basis. So I would say start with, the important thing for toning and sculpting is going to be your rep range. So you want to keep your reps higher in the 15 to 20 range. I would say start with a weight that you're comfortable getting 15 reps in with. And then obviously you're going to build off that. So the more and more you do that, obviously you're going to be able to do more weight as you go along. So just keep bumping that up as you go. And then I personally like, dumbbells are always really good exercises for curls, or like tricep extensions over your head. And then bands. I've been really big on bands lately, just for the progressive resistance. So that's what I've been using, and that's what I use with my clients.
Yeah, another thing I would add to that is, as you are progressing with the weight and reps, those last 2 to 3 reps should be reps that you're like, oh my gosh, I can't do another one. So
Absolutely.
By the end of 15 or 20, you shouldn't be able to do any more.
Very true.
Okay.
And the last thing I would add about that is just, if you're looking to tone and sculpt, you're obviously needing to burn calories. So maybe instead of just doing arm exercises, which aren't going to burn a ton of calories, throw that in a circuit where maybe you're doing some burpees or some mountain climbers, you're stepping up, you're doing some curls. Have a good circuit going, and that'll help you burn some more calories and help you tone and sculpt a little bit easier.
Cool.
Not easier, but faster.
All right, last one we have for today is, how many calories are burned while walking or jogging 1 mile?
Let you take that one again.
So, pretty simple. You burn about 60 calories for every 100 pounds that you have in 1 mile. So
I burn like twice as many calories as you. Yeah.
And obviously, intensity, frequency is all going to contribute to that.
And that's where you burn twice as many as me.
So pretty simple. for that one.
Yeah, that's a good question though, and what I always tell people is try not to get wrapped up in the numbers of things. So people always ask questions like that, like silly questions. How many calories should I eat per day to lose weight? And you Google search that, and everybody comes across the 1,200 mark, which is a terrible number to start with.
Yeah.
So everything is really going to be based around you and what your goals are. So maybe instead of doing that and Google searching how many calories you burn in a mile, maybe start by just running a mile. And probably get you a little further than Google searching it. So. I do have a question of the day, and this is for you guys. We really want to get some of your feedback. We've been doing a lot of boot camps like Fitness in the Park, for instance, and we're looking for some new playlists. So what app do you use to listen to music while you work out, and what kind of playlists are you listening to? Keeping in mind that we obviously can't have a whole lot of curse words. We're going to be in a public space. Sometimes there's kids that are involved as well. But give us some feedback. Let us know what kind of playlist you're listening to and what app you use for that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sounds good.
So that wraps up this episode. We will see you guys next week on episode 16.